Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're on the golf course in 2025 and we're joining the Instagram sensation, James, Mid Handicap golfer. How you doing?
Yeah, good mate. Good to have you back at Huddersfield.
We're going to have a 5-hole match and we're going to talk about your Caley journey.
Yeah.
Because your bag's looking pretty Caley'd up a minute, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you got me set off on the journey with him and I'm absolutely loving him so far. So hopefully I'll take him on today and show him just how good the Caleys are.
Well, we're going to have a match. I'm going to play him as well. And we're going to have a look, because obviously 12 months in the bag. And I know there's a lot of people online quite apprehensive about going down this route. And that's what we're going to talk about, your journey.
Yeah.
And, you know, would you recommend anyone else doing that in the future?
Yeah, it'd be a good conversation to have, I think.
Get stuck in. So James, a 13 handicap. He's going to get a shot up this hole. It's stroke 9. We're off the winter tees. And it's surprisingly dry up here at Huddersfield at the minute, considering the rain we've had in UK. Lovely strike.
Stay out of that gorse.
Connection were lovely.
They never listen, do they, golf balls?
Oh, I've gone in other direction.
Game on.
Well, that first shot 2025 wasn't good. But we might be able to slide this left to right and get somewhere up near green. So I've got 150 yards, but I'm going to be cutting it up quite a lot. I've got to say, it looks nice to look down at this, James.
Yeah, it's a nice top profile, isn't it?
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of confidence. I'll show you that in a minute. Oh, it's working.
Played one.
Probably about sort of 10-15 yards short at green, but back in play.
Good shots having your locker there. God, they're spiky.
That is the advantage of using a yellow ball, isn't it?
It is, mate.
And he's got a bit of luck because it's marked as GUR, so he's going to get a free relief. What you got, James?
So I've got 114 to the middle, 127 to the back.
127.
And I've got the Caley wedges.
We'll have a close look at this. So I've never actually tried a Caley wedge. I'm looking forward to trying one. Can I just have a look at the face?
Yeah.
There's an interesting thing as well. When you bought these clubs, what were you playing off?
I was off, I think about 16.4.
And what are you down to?
Down to 13.6.
That's quite a good progression in 12 months,
It's
isn't
getting
it?
there. I mean, tee to green I've been quite comfortable with. I shouldn't have said that, should I? But it's putting. I've just got to put the work in with a putter, so Caley, if you do a putter, let me know.
Oh, it's a lovely strike.
Bit left, I think.
Might just be a bit left. Yeah.
Ooh, it's a nice bounce,
I think you've
it?
got back left at green there.
Ooh.
So where did this Caley journey start? Let's go right back to the beginning. Like, why did you end up looking down the route of Caley? What were you using, and what you know, where did you come across them?
So I had a game improvement iron. I had the Ping G410s.
Yeah.
And they were just starting to get, as I was finding the middle of the club face a bit more, they were kind of getting that springboard effect and flying greens a lot. So,
yeah.
Back to front dispersion was all over the place. I think it was originally you came to me and mentioned the Caleys. We put them head to head with the tailor-made P770s.
Yeah.
Obviously top end, looking about 1,500 quid a set.
Yeah.
We put them against my Pings, obviously the game improvement irons, still 1,200 quid, aren't they?
We were quite fortunate because unlike a lot of people, we actually had a set of demo irons, didn't we?
Yes.
I think I'd borrowed a set off James Robinson, so you know, I was doing a little bit of a video on them, interested in sort of like lower price point equipment, and we got you to try them. And I think you just loved them, didn't you?
Yeah, I love the look of them. I really like the minimalistic branding on them. I like that they've got a story as well.
Yeah.
They feel really nice. The performance was good. I mean, we had them in the sim as well, didn't we? Did the numbers.
Yeah.
And it stacked up, and so it's translating to my handicap coming down. So
yeah,
big fan for me.
Well, it's time for me to try one of these wedges. I've got a perfect lie for it. So they're your Caley wedges, and you're right, they are quite minimalistic, aren't they?
Yeah.
Did they do any different finishes?
Yeah, I think they did a limited edition run of some copper ones.
Oh yeah, I think I did see them actually.
They look great.
Yeah.
I think he's played one. That could go in.
Oh my God, it's stiff. That were lovely, that.
Whew.
That were really nice. Honestly, looking down at that, I could have had a Voke in my hand and I wouldn't have been able to tell you. difference. We'll put up on screen how much they are, because I think the... Can you remember how much they were for a set?
Do you know, I think it's about 149 for a set of 3.
Yeah.
I think.
Right, if you put that close, James, I'm going to have to concede, I think.
Well, this tuft.
Mine's for a 4. Oh. I'll tell you what, I might have to see.
You're going to have a look at that, yeah?
I'm gonna. If I put mine, you've got to get yours for 5 for 4 then, ain't you? Sorry, 4 for a win. I think the reason I'm doing this video today, James, is I've seen a lot of adverts from Caley. And every time I look in comments, you've got people that are saying, well, I'd like to try it. And obviously you can't, can you really? It's one of them, you're saving the money because they've cut a lot of costs to bring them to market. So I think they do actually, the only way to try them is if you buy a stock set and you don't like them, you can test the 7-iron. If you don't like it, you can have a full refund, can't you?
Yeah, well, I think that's where they managed to cut most of the cost out with direct to consumer. If you cut the middleman out, but
yeah,
I think it's 60 days return policy.
It's not
pretty
bad.
Generous, isn't it?
I think once you've tested a 7-iron on driver range, it just gives you a good idea, doesn't it, of whether they're going to work or not.
Yeah.
And I think from in your case, I like the fact that you've bought the irons and then you've gone on to buy more from them. Because I think if you didn't like them, you'd have just probably stopped at the irons, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I think it speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Pick it up, mate.
Pick it up.
You can have a putt if you want for your par.
Go on then, we'll just have a look, see if it's still shaky. See what I mean?
I might see that in. I'm only joking.
Did that on purpose just to make him feel better.
Right, James, you're 1 up.
Good news.
It's your honour.
Here comes a 3-iron again. So even though it's a par 5, don't call me a chicken.
That is a lovely strike. You really are striking them well, aren't you? You've actually struck that better than me so far.
It just feels so nice. It's I don't know if you can see. It's a really big head. Quite big for a 3-iron, isn't it? But
yeah.
It just feels super forgiving.
I'll put a close-up in when I get this down over at ball. I mean, how far do you hit it, do you know?
Do you know what? I've not actually done the numbers on it. I'd have thought probably carrying it about maybe 2.
It is a bit chunkier than your irons, isn't it? That top line, it's a little bit thicker. Oh, have it that time. I mean, it's so out the toe, it's unbelievable. There's a little bit of winter maintenance going on down that left-hand side, but I mean, so if it and miss it, what's that going about 225 off tee?
Yeah.
Which is not bad. I mean, that's so far out at toe, and it's about 250 in. I think
yeah, 230 to front of green from here.
I think I'm going to use that again, actually. In fact, no, let me use your 4.
4?
Yeah, because it is downhill. Well, that's the line. It's a stinger.
Oh yeah.
That might make it, you know.
I think it's gone out. Oh, it has.
Oh, wow. Could be. How far you got in?
I've got 175.
175.
To the front of the green, but after seeing yours run on, I'm going to take a 9, just because I think that front is going to trampoline it on.
Just while I got a chance, well, I just want to say thank you for Huddersfield for getting us out. It's the first dry game of golf I've had this season, to be honest. It's nice to be able to come and play golf without getting your shoes dirty, isn't it?
It certainly is, mate.
It's as dry as a bone. Lovely connection. He's an absolute machine. Oh, it's gone to back.
What?
That could be 4-putt territory.
He says 200 to the back. This watch is wrong. It's got to be wrong.
Some big logs, them, James.
Massive.
That's going to make your life easier on this hole next year, isn't it? This year.
More trees gone, the better.
I keep saying next year. More trees gone, the better. Yeah, there's definitely... Good job they have got stopping power.
I know.
What did you hit?
9-iron.
And how far did... What, nearly 200 yards?
It's a 201 to the back, but it is a lot downhill, isn't it? I know
Yeah.
you can't see it on camera, but probably still playing 170 or something.
To be fair, you just hit the ball a long way as well, don't you? But they are good for distance.
Gotta go.
A bit of meat on that one. Come on.
Oh, it's a very good putt.
Still a bit of meat on it. I love this little bit of extra detailing, you know, for stopping trolleys. They look great, them. Obviously not played up here for a long time, guys. It's been about 6 months, so it's easy to notice them little changes. Adds a lot of character.
Had to give it a go.
Ooh. Yeah, there's no shots, is there?
Go on then, let's see you win with a birdie.
Oh my God. Do you know what, you've just not played much golf. I'm already thinking to myself, don't over-hit it on that line.
Oh.
So this is for the half. Oh. So after 2 holes and some shoddy golf, it's all square.
Yeah.
I want to have a look at your clubs and how they're wearing. What would you say is your most used clubs in your bag? Like, what do you practice with? And
Probably 7-iron, pitching wedges.
well,
Probably.
let's have a good look at them then, because I think that's what people want to know is how are these clubs going to wear? If you buy a set, are they going to be hard wearing? I'm going to pull the camera around. I just want to have a look at a close-up, sort of, if you can get club heads a little twirl.
I've got to be honest, it's probably my concern with them being on the cheaper end. I thought
Yeah.
durability, it's going to be a factor surely.
Yeah.
But 7-iron, I mean, most people's favourite club.
If there were some durability issues, I mean, at that price, you're not expecting them to be perfect, but are they better than you expected? Are they more better?
A lot better. I mean, you can see there's some scratches on the face there, but
Yeah.
I'd expect that after about a year.
Yeah, I mean, it's just normal. It's just like that lacquer. You can see it's like coming off a little bit, isn't it? What about your pitching wedge and your wedge?
So pitching wedge, again, probably similar story to 7-iron.
Yeah. Could
But-
do with a clean. Let's have a look. I mean, to be fair, they look amazing in bag. You'd never think they were dirty or anything, would you?
No.
They're sort of easy to keep clean back kind of park club because they're so clean looking, aren't they?
Then the early one with, I mean, I use this out of bunkers, so
56.
you're expecting a bit heavier wear.
Yeah, I think they'd clean up really nicely, wouldn't they? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm looking for like sort of any bronze looking, you know, like where the faces are wearing through. And so that's your most, we've looked at your most used clubs. Actually, you know, they look really well, don't they? I mean, if we look at, what would you say is your least 5-iron or 4-iron?
4-iron's probably least.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's perfect, isn't it? There's barely any lacquer come off them at all. So they are wearing well. It says 166, is that right?
A 145 front, 160 middle, 173 back.
What's the front?
143.
What's not going to go 176? See, I think they're a really good 8, could.
Yeah.
I think if I hit this like 150, I'm not going to go past the pin.
What you got there?
9-iron.
9-iron, yeah. Meet in the middle.
Hit it, wind, hit it! It's pin high left, isn't it?
It's the right club though, I think. So that's changed my mind from an 8 to a 9.
I think I should have probably tried to hit an easier 8-iron, and I've tried to hit full 9 and turn it over. I think I could really get used to them. I just need to know like how far I'm hitting them.
What do you think to the feel?
I think they feel lovely.
Yeah.
They feel soft, they compress nicely off face, they don't feel hard. They look like forgiving from top. I mean, you just put that behind ball. I just want to show like a close-up because I think the beauty about this iron, it could be like any level of golfer from probably like, you know, maybe like a 6 handicap to an 18 handicap. I mean, and that's the beauty of them, isn't it? I guess that's why you went for these.
Yeah, well, the 01T I think is slightly smaller. And
Yeah.
They do an 01 as well, which is a little bit more, a little bigger.
It's a nice profile, like size. It's like mid-size, but then that top thick leading edge gives you confidence, doesn't it?
100%.
I cannot believe how well you're striking them. It definitely is your putting that's letting you down, isn't it? You strike it like a scratch golfer.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to use I learnt this off you, the little hybrid.
Oh, hybrid bumper run.
Yeah, it's quite a little shelf to get up there. There's a bit of grass sat behind that ball, so.
Yeah. It's a nice shot to have in bag. It's one you need to practice, but you can just use it like a putting stroke then, and you don't have to put too much energy in. Oh, that's lovely, James.
Justified.
I think I taught you too well. Right, I'm going to need your most lofted wedge. What wedges did you go for?
I've gone 48, 52, 56.
Yeah.
But the 56 has got a good chunk of bounce on there.
That's your most lofted.
Because the pitching wedge is 44, so that's why I went for 48, just to
For
reduce
your
that gap.
in, yeah. We'll see what the stopping power's like now. I'm going to need it. I'm just opening it up a bit actually, because I'd have probably played this with a 58, so I'm just open it a couple of degrees. Jump forward. It's not the best, but it'll work.
This has ran a little bit further than I thought looking from back there, so a little test of this one.
If James loses the match day, he's giving his set away.
I'll give putter away.
Oh! I was just about to say, it's listening to you. Good effort though.
Putter for sale, look on Facebook Marketplace.
Right, this one's for win. Third time lucky.
Ah, well done. Clutch.
Finally. Might settle down a bit now.
What's the plan?
It's stroke one, par 5. Well, I'm going to hit driver. I'm going to try and get it up as far as I can. Were it good?
Looks good. I think it's heading towards number 3.
It just looked to me like it went straight into the sun. I couldn't see out after that.
Yeah, difficult to see. I think it's up at by number 3, I think, mate.
I might have just run out of fairway then if it's heading to number 3, but it's not a disaster. It's number 1 you need to get worried about. Number 3 is usually not too bad.
Right, got to get aggressive.
It looked a solid hit, mate, but I didn't see it after the first 15 yards.
High and right, I think.
Is it?
I think it's got over them trees all the distance. It should be okay.
Right, for the purpose of the video, I'm hitting James's 3 iron, which is 18 degrees aloft, so it's almost like a 2 iron, isn't it, in traditional loft, so you don't really need a 5-wood in bag with this.
I've not used it off the deck, so I'll be interested to see what your thoughts are with this one.
Well, it doesn't scare me. I don't look at it and think, oh, I can't hit this off floor, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Oh no, it definitely works off deck.
And that's why it doesn't scare you. What a shot.
That's definitely my best strike today. Right, you've definitely got a shot on here, so 1 down, but in good position.
I'm going to use it wisely, so there's a couple of bunkers up there about 230.
Yeah.
Uphill. Try and play a 5 iron and use that shot.
It looks like they're opening up these trees on left. They've been thinning them out, which I think will be fantastic for the course this year. Mate, you're absolutely levering them. You definitely tee to green far better than when I last played with you.
I think so. Do you know what? I think a big part of it is these.
Your
If
potential.
you feel confident with something.
Your potential is insane. If you can get your short game good and spend some time on it. You mentioned a point off camera, didn't you? Saying like you feel like you moan about your short game, but you don't put the time into it.
Yeah, and I mean, by rights, you can't moan about it if you don't practice it.
No, it's like the less glamorous part of the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which we always tend to neglect. But mate, honestly, like you're hitting it so well, tee to green. And I'm not just saying that in comparison to your handicap. I'm just saying that in general.
Really?
You know, you're flushing them.
Thanks, mate. 102.
102.
Yeah, 85 front, 118 back.
Right, I'm going to hit your 52 then, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've hit two of my very best shots up here and you're in front of me.
Couple
Honestly.
of yards.
It's middle at greenish.
Yep. We've got a birdie putt.
Question I wanted to ask was, seriously, would you recommend these to a friend? And when they actually do come to the point of needing to change them, would you reorder them? Would you do something similar?
Yeah, I would. I mean, you've seen already, they're not looking that tired. And I've had them a year. I probably play every weekend at the driving range once a week as well, so they're getting a good usage. I'd 100% recommend them.
I think another thing to point out with James as well, James is not somebody that like skimps on his set. If you have a look at his bag, I mean, you've just spent top dollar on a new driver, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got, what is it putter-wise you've got?
I've got a Odyssey Toulon.
Toulon putter, an absolutely tragic head cover. What's under that? What's under there?
It's a Sim 2 Max.
So you're not somebody that, you know, if you wanted to go and spend 1,500 quid, you could push the boat out.
Yeah.
So for somebody that's actually been playing these now for 12 months and will go down that route again, I think that's a massive, you know, compliment to Caley, really.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, let's see if we can finish this match out. You're one down, but you've got a shot and he's there. So he's got a chance to get one back.
At 95, so I've got 56. Hopefully middle of the green. It's a full 56 for me, that. So it's chunky. I'm going to need that extra shot, guys. I am bumper and run.
You've got a shot, so I think anywhere on green, you're going to put me under some pressure. Oh, it weren't the best strike, but it's going to sneak up there, I think. Just short.
I'm giving you this, aren't I?
It is on you, I'm afraid.
Right then.
This is for a 5 for 4.
An unlikely 5. Two different styles of game, long and short. Let's give this a good chance.
That took an awful bounce.
Oh,
I'll give you that one.
you sure?
Yeah.
You're very kind.
That's a 6 for 5, innit?
Good job you did.
Come down.
Yeah, good putt.
Not bad.
5 down.
I'll tap it in. You were 6-5, weren't you?
6-5, so what's that? You still 1 up?
1 up, yeah.
1 up, two to play.
235.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to hit that driving iron again then. Do you want to go first while you're on tee?
Yeah, go on
We
then.
can play ready golf.
Bit of
can't
ready
we?
golf. Look at that, tee ready for me. Beautiful.
Great shot, well done.
Stay out of that tree. It's down there, isn't it?
There's one thing, I certainly love the look of the heads. You know, that's one thing I really do like about these clubs. And it'd be a case of having a look at what shafts they offer. I'm going to go. I had to go quick then because I could hear some. Oh, is it just wind?
Yeah.
I thought there were a car coming. It's 130 middle. I'm going to hit a bit of like a low pitching wedge.
Got to run, but
Do you know what? It's kind of, they're still soft and feely, you know, for that kind of shot.
Yeah.
I expected, probably should have gone up to like an 8, and I was scared it might come out like a missile. But I think it came off a lot softer than I expected, and it's caught me out. Which is
right, I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to go upstairs with a 52.
Oh, full shot.
Safely on board. Safely short.
Right, I'm going to try your 52 if I can.
Yeah, little.
Oh, do I go 48? I don't know. I'll go 52. Not got a 48. Go on.
Spin hard.
You know, they come off so soft, you know, these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound.
It surprised me.
Pleasantly surprised.
I am expecting, I don't know why, I've got this perception that they're going to come off quite firm. And I don't know if anyone else is would have that perception. You know, if the guys watching at home have been sort of like looking at Caley, for some reason I'm expecting them to be like missile ships, you
Yeah.
know, and just come off really fast. But in shorter irons, there's actually quite a lot of feel.
What do you think that is? Do you think it's the price point that's making you think that?
Do you know, I think it's because I expect like them to be really forgiving and distance irons, and you know, obviously you hit these a long way, we can see that, but
Yeah.
when I think you get down to the shorter irons, that's where they're built in probably a bit more control.
Okay.
And obviously, I think you just need to, obviously, I keep saying obviously, I've said it about 50 times, but I think I could get used to them. But I would have probably hit, if I'd have done that again, I'd probably hit you 48.
A bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We will get there. We're working his way up.
I'm going to, against better judgment, I'm going to try a chip here. Because you've got to practice it, haven't you? So let's see. 52, same story. Practice.
Oh dear.
Oh my lord.
Well, they're good, but they can only do so much.
This is alarming.
I've not hit it.
It's a good roll, but
That's a great touch. I mean, it didn't look like it were going to get there at first.
no.
and You couldn't have hit that any harder, could you? Do you want to finish that off? I think that's a...
5 for 4.
Well done. All square going that last.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm telling you now, I would take that. That's literally as good as it gets, James. Golf does not get any better than that. You've maxed it out. The pros would all take that shot.
The cheat code.
I can't believe I'm saying this to someone who was off 13, but golf doesn't get any... That's as good as you can strike a ball.
I'm happy with that. That's
The pros just do that, obviously, nearly all the time, but...
a big compliment.
I'm not going to get anywhere near it.
Oh, I
I've
don't
got
know,
the
that's pretty
shape.
good.
Yeah, we're round corner, but I'm going to be about 20 behind you, I think.
It's a good strike though, mate. I mean, how tall are you guys? You've got to be 6'2", 6'3"?
I'm 6'2", and there's not many people that I feel like I'm struggling to... Well, I very often am longest at... So to play with someone who like hits the ball like you, it is a little bit weird, because I'm like... I'm trying to keep up with you, I'm not going to lie. It's just a natural thing to do. And I'm struggling. 104.
Big slope down there, isn't there?
I'm tempted to sort of hit your 52, really, you know. I think it is getting a bit colder. Probably play a bit more for middle at green. It's middle at green. I hope it's got the right distance.
Oh,
Is it all right?
yeah.
My eyes are gone.
You've got a good birdie putt there.
Cheers, pal.
52. Hopefully it's nice and controlled. Just get it on that green. Make it a putt off.
It's a good
That needs
strike.
to sit.
Ooh!
Oh, it's a cruel
It's going to
game.
be a short game test now.
It's a great putt.
Steady.
Oh,
Ooh, it's not dead. God, he's keen. He's trying to get a couple of rolls in.
what time is it?
We're worried about light, thinking we're going to struggle to finish this match. He's just on his way out.
Right then,
can't
short game
believe it.
tester.
He is keen. Oh, that's a lovely strike. Sit down.
It's about as good as I can do.
It were a
that.
good connection.
Righto, pal.
Big putt.
Big putt.
Big putt. Having said that, mine's not stone dead, is it?
Not quite. Good end to the match. Not hit it.
Oh, not hit it. I'll give you that.
Very kind.
This is for win then. Have you got time for a pint?
Always time for a pint, mate.
This is the biggest putt of the match. It's amazing, isn't it? When you're playing golf with your mates you play all them shots, there's all the handicaps and everything, and it always comes down to the last hole, doesn't it?
All the time.
All the time. It comes down to last. Oh, that jumped. It's a friendly half.
A friendly half.
It weren't about the match anyway, were it?
No, it was good to see you again, mate.
It was good to see you. Obviously, we're going to have a bit of a drink, but I think main things is I'm so happy after 12 months that you feel this way about Caley products.
Yeah, I think they're brilliant. I've really enjoyed using them. I think top 3 takeaways: price, number 1.
Yeah.
And if you're on a budget, they're perfect. But even if you're not, they're a good club. 2, the way they look. I mean, everyone likes aesthetic things.
Yeah.
Love the minimalist branding of them. And 3, the forgiveness. I mean, my handicap, I'm 13.
Yeah.
And you've seen how I've hit them today, tee to green. They're superb for me. I love them.
I think I'd conclude on saying, you know, firstly, I'm glad that I recommended them and that you're happy with them and you'd buy them again, because I'd have felt guilty if not. But I did think, they were good products. Obviously, I saw the heads and, you know, everything like that. But I think now I've seen you play with them, it's like so reassuring, and your handicap's coming down. In fact, it's the biggest strength in your game.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
I personally could spec these up as a scratch golfer and play with these myself, and it definitely wouldn't hinder my golf. I think I'd get really used to them and probably get used to that bit of extra forgiveness. But I've not tried the smaller one actually. They do actually a CB sort of style head. I don't know if you know, like a bit more of a forged head.
Okay.
I'm sure it's forged anyway. I mean, we're not Caley experts, are we?
No, not by any
means. You know, this is not a paid advert or anything. It's just, I think, you know, when I see people in them questions, people in them adverts asking how does it wear and stuff, I think it's only fair to give some sort of answers.
Yeah.
And it all seems to be wearing well. And I think, we could definitely recommend it, couldn't we? As a, you know, if you're not in that market for a full custom fit and a master fit, and you're wanting to get a good product at a reasonable price, it's good.
It's interesting to hear you say, obviously, playing scratch golf, it's leagues away from where I am.
Yeah.
The fact that you potentially game them, that's massive praise, isn't it?
I genuinely would, but I'd go down that custom option route, because I think the stock price is about $499 in steel, isn't it? Don't quote me on that. I think it's about $549 or $599 custom ordered.
$549, yeah.
I'd order them to my spec custom fitted. I'd probably, you know, if I were giving you my, you know, I shouldn't really do this, but I'd probably go on Ping's website, I'd do a web fit, because I'm not sure if Caley have their own web fit, they maybe do, we need to sort of check that. But if not, I'd go on Ping's website, I know it's a bit naughty, I'd get a basic web fit and I'd work from that.
Yeah, well,
to get some recommendations.
Use it to your advantage, why not?
Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed the video anyway, and thanks guys at Huddersfield for getting us out. It's nice to play golf again this year.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm hoping that we can get a bit more golf in now.
Yeah, good to have you back, pal.
Starting to get these lighter nights, aren't we?
Yeah.
And if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe button. Go and check James out on Instagram. I'll tag his profile. You're doing some great reviews on there. I think especially for like mid handicap golfers who can relate to you.
Yeah.
And getting your opinion. The reason why I like your reviews and sort of opinion on is because you relate to the audience, because the terminology you use, it's not professional terminology. It's just genuine, like what an everyday bloke would say.
Just good old honest Yorkshire.
Just good old honest Yorkshire. I love him, mate. I love watching him. You make me laugh.
Good.
So yeah, go and tune into James on there, and we'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.